I find it very irritating, in short, annoying, mind-boggling, and distressing to read how public officials abuse public offices to enrich themselves at the detriment of the Nigerian people. Why they enrich themselves with public funds, they end up creating poverty, subjecting millions of Nigerians to poverty, unemployment, not building healthcare facility for the people, no social amenities, failing infrastructures. This is the consequence of public official abusing office, serving their own interest instead of serving the interest of the public. A case study is Malami, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, serving under Muhammad Buhari, listening to what he acquired through fraudulent means while he served as the Attorney General of the Federation.
212 billion naira. That's the estimated value of 48 properties an Abuja High Court has ordered forfeited in a case involving former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. According to the EFCC, the assets include a university with multiple campuses, 5 hotels, a radio station, an agro-allied factory, shopping plazas, luxury estates, warehouses, schools, filling stations, and hundreds of hectares of land across Abuja, Kebbi, Kano, and Kaduna. So how did one of Nigeria's former top officers become linked to one of the EFCC's biggest asset forfeiture cases? Abubakar Malami served as Nigeria's Attorney General and Minister of Justice from 2015 to 2023 under the former President Muhammadu Buhari. According to the EFCC, an investigation found that the properties could not be linked to legitimate sources of income and were reasonably suspected to be proceeds of unlawful activities. Based on that, the Commission asked the court to permanently forfeit the assets to the federal government, and the court granted the request. However, Malami has denied any wrongdoing. It is also important to know that a forfeiture order is not the same as a criminal conviction. They are two separate legal processes. But this case is bigger than one individual. Malami's case is the latest in a long list of high-profile asset forfeiture cases involving former public officials in Nigeria. Over the years, anti-corruption agencies have recovered billions of naira worth of cash, properties, and other assets through the courts. Which brings us to the bigger question. If you could introduce just one reform to stop public officials from looting public funds, what would it be? Tell us in the comments. This is Nigeria in...
So, this is what one person stole, allegedly stole, or accrued to himself for serving the people. We cannot tell how much others did. So many things fishy going on in Nigeria. Hearing every time you keep hearing this, that. This amount is less than while he was serving in 2020. I think they finished their tenure in 2023. While he was serving as the AGF of the Federation, there are some states whose yearly budget is not up to half of what one person stole. I will show you there. We go there now. This is the Nation newspaper. This is Ekiti, 2022, just a year before they left power. Ekiti State Assembly passes 100.8 billion for 2022. So Malami stole 212 billion. A state budget for a year is just 100 billion as I then. So one person owning twice or 2 years of a state budget. This same news is carried on, it was reported by PM News. In case you know, we need to verify our facts. Ekiti State Assembly passes 100.8 billion 2022 budget. Multiply that amount by 2 or 2 years, because this is for 1 year. 2 years will give you let's even approximate it to 101. That is 202 billion in 2 years, which is still less than what one person stole for himself. Meaning there are individuals richer than states, many times richer than states in Nigeria, and they got this fraudulent wealth by unlawful means. In most cases, by defrauding the nation, by defrauding our commonwealth. Our commonwealth defrauding us. Money that was supposed to be meant for building facilities for the people, maybe solving unemployment issue. Many industries, NNPC is not working, it's not functional. Maybe such money that was supposed to be allocated for repair to make it come up working again are being looted, diverted by public officials. And it pains more when the person involved is the chief law officer of the nation, because he serves as the Attorney General of the Federation. He's supposed to be the chief law officer. Now, for persons who doesn't understand what this money can do, look at it. I want to show you that even Yobe State in 2012, their budget was just 163.95. Let's approximate it to 164 billion. Still less than what one person took to himself. Now, if I break Ekiti down, Ekiti into 60% was meant for recurrent expenditure. This is what the state runs on. Personnel costs. So 60% of that 100 billion will be used to cater for personnel, that is salaries, allowances of civil servants, healthcare workers and teachers in the state. Pension and gratuity of those who have served diligently. Then consolidated revenue charges. Then 40% will be used for infrastructure capital expenditure. You see, look at what that amount can do. Completion of the Ekiti Cargo Airport and new Ado Iyin Road. Assuming there is proper utilization of Nigeria funds, we should have seen a higher development more than what we currently have. You see, half of what someone stole will be used to upgrade schools, state-owned hospitals, agricultural hubs, and part of it will be used to procure equipment, medical machineries, physical infrastructure for ministries, and for departments and agencies of the state. Half, double of this amount that will be used for look at the large activities that money will do. Twice of it, one person stole it to himself. Now, the question I do ask is that at what point, Nigerians, are we going to be tired? At what point are we going to say enough is enough? Is our law that weak that we cannot curb these public officers from stealing? Because this is just too mind-boggling, like as I said earlier, for single individuals to be able to steal such amount to themselves. It means, is our laws not working? Is the check and balances not working? Are corruption institutions not working? We need to ask so many questions. And what becomes of them? Because sometimes this money is recovered and they end up being stolen by other people. There is no system, no strong system that handcuffs people that limit people from, even if a kleptomania or someone whose nature is to steal serves in an office, there should be a system that can even prevent that, will not even allow the person to do that. The desire is there, but the system cannot even allow. Please, this is what is dragging the nation back. You can't steal like this. Individuals cannot be stealing like this, and the nation will make significant progress. There is no way. It doesn't happen like that. These are like putting water in a basket. As long as there are loopholes where this, as it's coming in, is going out, we cannot have a nation with desire. We must find a way to block all of these opportunities that these people are using, and it is the law. We must find a way of blocking them, and maybe a stronger institution to stop this. So let me know what is your comment, what you see about this. Please like, share, and add your contribution, your comment to what should be done in this situation. What can we do as a nation? How do we stop individuals from having access to funds, direct access to funds, so that it will not be siphoned? Like I forgot to even show you in another news. Look at it. This is currently this is 2026. How Nigeria 2026 budget buried 210 billion in overlapping allocation. These are individuals. They do this intentionally because they know the law is weak. They know there is no strong check and balance. They know we have a rubber stamp Senate and House of Assembly who don't pay attention to details. So as a result, people can chip in their fraudulent activities into the national budget. It is this same budget that a fake agency have its budget included. This same agency's budget. So this is not even stopping. Malami's case was ended if he finished serving 2023. This is 2026, 3 years after we are still having issue with padding of budget, stealing of public funds. Please, like I said, like, share, comment. What can we do to stop these leakages in the government, in our government? How do we stop these leakages? If we don't stop these leakages, these people will run the nation dry. Thank you, and till we meet some other time.